Hello and welcome everyone to Politics Today on Channels Television. I'm Sheun Joaquin Baloye. Just before we go into the main focus of the day, let's walk you through some of the major political stories of the past week. Well, delegates at the national conference have gone on about 2 weeks break. That's after the whole scenario of the disagreement over the percentage of the derivation principle and what percentage should be paid to mineral producing areas. After trying again to reach a consensus during last Monday's plenary, the delegates advised the federal government to set up a committee on the issues. Well, the delegates are expected to reconvene on the 4th of August as the conference is gradually winding down. There is a possibility that the conference may come to an end on the same week when they reconvene. The delegates, the time slated for the conference is almost complete. Well, the conference was inaugurated on the 17th of March, while the first plenary held the following day. Well, we look forward to them reconvening. Well, away from the national conference issues, Nasarawa lawmakers pushing for Governor Tanko Al-makura's impeachment said they will go ahead with the process no matter what happens. As I say, they are convinced about the allegations leveled against the number-one man. There were 16 charges leveled against him, which are basically on the alleged official gross misconduct. Some other allegations leveled against Governor Al-makura include misappropriation or misapplication of funds in local government joint account, and also the transfer of Sure-P fund to a fixed deposit account. 20 of the 24 lawmakers in the House signed the impeachment notice, which was said to have been served to the governor through the media. It will take a two-thirds of the lawmakers to make the impeachment move on the governor. There have been several protests over the impeachment move against Governor Al-makura, but the question will be, will the protest save the governor's job? Well, meanwhile, the All Progressives Congress APC has vowed to challenge the court Tuesday's impeachment of Mr. Murtala Inyako as governor of Adamawa State. Well, what happened is that as that impeachment happened, the APC is saying they will go to court over that particular situation. Let's bring a legal practitioner and a political analyst into the conversation so he can give us a sense of what he thinks the law says and what is happening at the moment. I have joining me on via telephone, Mr. Jiti Ogunye. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Ogunye, on Politics Today tonight. Tell us, with what we have seen in the past week, the Adamawa the impeachment on Governor Murtala Inyako, and what is currently happening in Nasarawa State. What do you make of the situation on hand?
Well, ordinarily, an impeachment process as stipulated in the Constitution, and I refer here to Section 143, relating to the office of the President, and Section 188 of the Constitution relating to the office of the Governor and Deputy Governor, is purposed to be used to fight cases of gross misconduct by the occupant of that office. Don't forget, Section 15 of Section 5 of the Constitution states that the state shall abolish all corrupt practices and abuse of power. However, our observation is that what is going on may have a coloration of a fight against corrupt practices in government. But in substance, it is being used as a tool of political victimization, political vendetta, and political intimidation. And so that's why I feel that it's worrisome. Yes, the Constitution provides the process, which is quite elaborate. You need 1/3 of the members of the House to kickstart the process. Not even the 20 members you are talking about in Al-makura's Nasarawa state. He went first to kickstart the process. He went first kickstart the process, and that notice is sent to the allegation sent to the governor. Whether he responds or he doesn't respond, there will be a vote. And once 2/3 support that the matter be investigated, he then begin the process of setting up a panel. And then thereafter, if the panel sits and the person against whom the allegation has been made comes to defend himself or not, once the panel turns in a report that the person is guilty of the allegation of gross misconduct and the vote is taken, and 2/3 of vote, is in support of the removal of that occupant of office, then it stands removed. That process is there. And what has happened in recent times is that they've been very, not hasty, but proactive steps being taken to stall this process and, of course, to ensure that the impeachment process is trusted. And, of course, you can't blame these persons who have their back against the wall. Why? Because from what has been said, once you have 20 out of 24 member house signing up to an impeachment process to be kickstarted, then the occupant of that office takes notice that, well, it's almost a gunner. So they go to court rather than wait for the culmination of everything, the consummation, as in Ladoja's case, to then go to court and challenge it. Now, possessed, they are now going to court, to challenge this kind of process.
Right.
It is left for the court.
Just a moment. Just a moment. Let me quickly come in here. I want you to listen, hear some of the lawmakers on both sides. The lawmakers are talking about what will happen in the coming week, while on the other side of the governor, they are looking at the situation on how the notice is being served. I would like you to comment on it, but first of all, let's hear what these guys have to say on the process.